Hi folks, this is Vincent Adeli with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to unbox Dice Throne Adventures. First off, huge box. I mean,
Very
huge. Alright, so the PR folks representing Roxley Games sent me this, and we're going to unbox it, and then in another video we'll play some games, maybe a series at this point, because this is a cooperative campaign dungeon crawl.
Thank goodness, you always kick my butt.
What did you say to set Siri off?
didn't say anything.
Siri, shut your face!
Okay, so we have the rule book here. I think it's a rule book.
Yes. Somehow it heard "Hey Siri" camping. Okay. I hate Siri. Oh my God! Shut up!
This is gonna be part of the blooper reel, right? Wait, this is 15,
Okay.
16.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
All right.
16.
Thank you.
I'm trying to continue.
All right. Dice Throne Adventures. This is awful. So not professional. I hope they don't mind. Anyway, so like I said, this is a cooperative dungeon crawl where players will be working together to get through a series of scenarios and even fight some bosses.
That's what it heard, series.
Oh, series. Campaign.
Okay.
It is a campaign. I'm going to call it a campaign. So here's a quick look at the rule book. It is roughly, gosh, it's pretty large. 16 pages in all. There's a bunch of status effects on the back here from all the different characters. Now you will need, I believe, the other characters from like Season 1, Season 2 in order to partake in this. This is sort of like an expansion of sorts that lets you work together with other players. This is your campaign board. I don't want to use anything else. The campaign scoring sheet. I believe there's like 6 or 7 scenarios, something like that. And you're going to be tracking your progress, win or lose. So that's why there's 20 sessions here, because you're going to lose probably some of your dungeon crawls.
Yeah.
So you get to record what you've done when you lose, and then you move on to the next session and just replay the scenario that you lost. So here's a quick look at the campaign scoring sheet. I love that. And the scoring itself is more for like bragging purposes, like can you get a high score based on the scenarios that you've chosen, but there is some carryover. There are salves in this game players can use to heal themselves, and assuming you win, you can actually carry over salves from the previous campaign onto the new, I don't want to use the other word because a certain somebody will be very anxious to talk to me. So there's that. Now keep in mind we have not played this yet. I'm really looking forward to it though. But yeah, the original Dice Throne game is like a 1v1, 2v2. There are some tokens that we'll be looking at. I don't know what all these do yet, but these look like this entangle. Barbed. Yeah, so these are various tokens for the different status effects that we may see. There are more status effects there. I believe these are related to loot chests, these numbers. In a moment. Okay, so these are the standees for their physical representation on the dungeon crawl board. So there's more there. So these are all the different characters. Some more punch outs there. These are like boss dice or elite monster dice that give them special bonuses and the like. So there's some of that. Miniatures. So if you wanted to purchase miniatures, I suppose, dice trays. This is just this is an advertisement merchandise book.
One fell off, so I started popping.
Oh yes, it accidentally. Yes, I'm sure. Speaking of which, here's an empty tray.
Oh.
I don't know if there's like instructions in the rulebook that tell you how to put all of these in here, but the game did come with these empty black dice trays.
Okay.
Now I don't know if they sent me any sort of premium version or not, but I'm just going to go through these as best I can. Yeah, there's a lot of different. If I can get this off. These covers are like packed on here very tightly. Okay, I got it off.
Did you break something?
Yeah, I cracked it.
Alright.
But it's fine.
It's just plastic.
It's just plastic. Okay, so combat. Okay, so these are the
Boss?
yeah, these look like minion / boss trackers of sorts. Combat points here. Combat points. Yeah, so these must be the trackers for the various monsters that are in the game. This is a gold tracker. So players will be able to track their gold. Yes, players will actually be able to buy items in a shop.
I saw that,
which is kind of cool.
On, like the last page.
A bunch of dice in here. I don't know if you guys can see all the different dice in here, but there is, I'm guessing this is the loot die here. It's a 20-sided die, because I remember seeing a loot table somewhere in here. It was either in here or on a separate sheet, but there's a loot die that
back, right?
It may have been in the back.
That's where I saw the page right before, right behind that one is
right
the shop.
The shop, yeah.
That one on the bottom right, you see that?
Oh yeah, this is what I was looking at. There's a loot table here. I'm assuming the actual board is also in here somewhere. So these dice, I'm assuming, are going to be for the loot. And these are monster dice that monsters will be rolling to fight us. So cool stuff there. There's some standy plastic thingies. What else do we got going on here?
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. I'm trying not to break any. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, that's a shop. That looks like a shop.
Yeah, this is... Okay, so we'll start one at a time. Yeah, so this is like in between levels, I guess. There's Rosella here. And there's common, rare, epic, and legendary items that cost 10, 15, 20, and 25 respectively. This Identify, if you've ever played like an action RPG like Diablo or Torchlight, you acquire items that you have to identify. That's where Deckard Cain comes in and he identifies stuff. Anyway, you can also sell cards for 5 down here. I guess this is just some sort of lore behind that. What else do we have here? This is the loot table that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, we'll be rolling a 20-sided die, 1 through 20. And depending on the type of chest we get, 1, 2, 3, or 4, we're going to get different rewards. Chest number 4 is always going to be some kind of card that we earn. Otherwise, we earn like these +2, +3 command points, cards, health, gold, and other cards. So we'll be earning loot as we play, and you earn them via dice roll. Oh, these must be the monsters, possibly? Or I don't know what they are. Let's see. If I can get them all out of there, that'd be awesome. They're kind of...
Looks like monster abilities.
Yeah. So, let's turn this way. Oh, the Mad King. This is like the final boss, if I read the rules correctly. So, AI rules, what it does, all of his abilities back here. We'll get more into that when we play. There is the Fallen Monk. There is the Fallen Gunslinger and the Fallen Barbarian.
Oh, dang.
So these are probably like bosses that we'll be fighting. I'm not 100% sure on that, but maybe we just pick one of these 4. I don't know. Again, I haven't played it yet, but those are bosses. And another thing I was reading in the rulebook. While this game is meant to be cooperative, you can actually play as these characters in a 1v1 setting.
That's actually cool.
Or you can have, if you have more than 2 people, one person can be the boss and the other players will be the heroes, all playing against you.
Okay.
So these are all the different boards for the 4 characters that we saw.
So basically like betrayal of Haunted Hill.
Yeah, but, well, that's more of a trader mechanic. This is just a 1v1 kind of thing, I guess. But yeah, you could play as these characters if you want. I don't know how balanced they are against, like, I don't know what the balance is, but it's something to look at for sure. So there's the... other characters there. I'll put this up. What is this? That's just a wooden board. Okay. What else we have? We have... Oh, this is large. Whatever this is. This must be the cards. Again, I'm trying to... There we go.
Oh my gosh, should I do that?
Well, I'll do that later. But
I have nails.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So this is... yeah. Look at all this stuff. Okay.
All right,
so... Well... I just want to take a look. These are tiles. I guess, do we need scissors?
Here.
There we go.
Oh,
I got that one out.
I'll break the card.
They're very thick plastic or wood cardboard tiles. So these guys. Okay, so this is the boss tile, I think. Boss portal, and we'll be spawning a boss here, I guess. So yeah, these make up the room. The environment, the dungeon crawl, and you'll be seeding a number of these out based on the campaign that you're playing. These are like the level 1 rooms here. And down further are the level 2 rooms and level 3 rooms. And then the level 4 room is the boss room, I think.
I'm not supposed to open this. I just read that.
Yes, Legacy. Do not open that. Legacy
Okay.
packs. These are for like. This is for like when you're ready for the next challenge. You open these legacy packs. So we thank you so much for that. Thanks for looking at this.
I
And
didn't look at it.
you just started. I know that was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Okay. So the Mad King. What is this? These are standees, maybe? I'm not sure what these are. The Fallen Monk, the Fallen Barbarian dice. Oh, these are dividers. These are dividers for the box. That's what these are, probably. Other cards, legendary. Yeah, so it actually, you can sort the cards by type. That's kind of cool. Boss versus boss, setup, change. So yeah, these are the rules for boss versus boss.
Okay.
If you want to play as this. I'm going to assume that these are like guide cards for the other variants in the rulebook. Let's go ahead and take them out real quick. Boss versus boss, King's Hand. Again, the King's Hand are like special tokens that bosses get typically, or really epic monsters get to give them special bonuses. These are the scenario cards. Normal difficulty, score scenario 20. Veteran difficulty is 30. I'm assuming these are our goals that we're shooting for, but don't quote me on it. Campaign completion, open the when you defeat the Mad King, open Legacy Pack D. So that's, if you beat Veteran difficulty, it's telling you to open up the Legacy Packs, I guess. So these are these are just the turn order cards and different things like that.
It reminds me so much of Hero Realms. It really does.
Yeah, it's got a Hero Realms feel to it for sure.
This is the Mad King deck.
Okay, Mad King. Oh, so it has its own deck. Well, all of these?
I guess turn them over. Oh yeah.
Well, no,
It looks like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because there's a roll objective on the bottom. So the AI will tell you what it wants to roll in order to activate certain abilities and cards.
Okay.
So yeah, this is probably like the boss cards.
Yep.
How they all work and all that, I don't know yet.
This is the Fallen Barbarian deck.
Where do you see? Oh, just because of the backs.
Pictures, yeah.
The Fallen Barbarian. So he's got, that's a lot of content here. And I imagine if you're going to play boss versus boss, this is the deck I would have.
Yeah.
If I were to choose the Barbarian.
Yeah. This is the Fallen Gunslinger, I think.
Okay, the Fallen Gunslinger.
Cool. A lot of those cards, I'm sure, are similar, but like a lot of them.
Yeah,
also
like this one
cards.
here, for example, has unique art to it. The
Yeah.
Eat Lead card. Cool. Okay. All right. Well, there's that. Are you working on the other deck?
Yeah, who's the other one? I forget who the other one was.
There was
Fallen something.
Fallen Monk.
Monk. Okay. I've yet to play the Monk.
I have not played the Monk either in regular.
Yeah.
These must be legendary cards. Ooh, this is okay. Let's see if I can. You open that, and I'll pick something easier. Legacy Pack D. Do not open until instructed. I'll put that there. What is this? Legacy Pack C. Do not open until told to do so. I feel like it's getting very bossy on me. Legacy Pack A.
Here's the Gunslinger Monk.
Thank you. There's
Or
the monk.
The Fallen Monk.
The Gunslinger monk. Wow. A monk that goes against his principles and just uses guns. Okay, it makes sense. His chi is his 6-shooter.
Yes.
All right. Well, yes.
You know,
Okay.
like pea shooters, chi shooters.
What chi shooters? Wow. Get out.
What is this?
I'm thinking these are the loot cards that you... See, you add cards to your deck as you play. So, yeah, these must be... Yeah, see, on the bottom it says L for... These are actually foil, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
L for legendary. So these are legendary cards. Purge 4. Okay. And then we get into the common cards. And below that, we got some rare cards. Yeah, so we'll be adding these cards to our decks. E is something. I'm not sure what. E must be really good.
Yes.
I don't know what E stands for. I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
Maybe. Ooh. Goblin Horde.
Oh, so
Sorry,
let's see
here you
this. Okay, were they here?
go. Yeah.
Okay. So these must be...
These match too.
all right. Well, let's... Oh, those are dividers, probably.
Oh,
if I had
for
to,
the
if I had to
boxes and
guess,
stuff?
yeah, these must be the dividers for the box. Level 1, level 2. We were showing you earlier the tiles from this stack, level 1, level 2. That's how you know what level monster to draw. If you land on a level 1 tile, you draw a level 1 monster if it tells you to. So those are dividers, and then these are the different monsters. Level 4, level 1, level 3, level 2. And if we turn those around, this is what they look like.
Cool.
So this is the Scoundrel. It has 14 hit points and 5 CP. And these are the things that it's trying to do. Like, roll objective is straight, so it's trying to roll straights. The reward you get for defeating it, and some other, other information. Arcane Vibra, the Shadow Sword, Dreg Beast, Devilish Imp, Lizard Mage. We're getting into these are the ones here. Goblin Enchanter. The level 4 cards look kind of nasty. Emperor Cobra, for example. Alright, so those are all the different monsters that we'll be seeing before we get to these bosses. And what are those there?
These look like scenarios.
Okay, scenarios. Okay, so here's the box insert for that. And yeah, so wow, there's a lot here. So what's on the back? This is 8, 7, 7, 7. Okay, so this must be like, I don't want to say the word scenario. But yeah, so you're going, I guess when you're on the first one, you're going to draw one of these ones at random. And then when you beat the one that you drew at random, you move on to level 2. And then you draw one of those at random. It looks like some of these, though, only have one of them. And I think that's because you alternate between Portal Crawl, which is explore a dungeon, and then you fight the boss. Boss battle. And then when you're done with the Fallen Barbarian is one of the first boss that you'll face. And then you move on to a Portal Crawl again, and then another boss, the Fallen Gunslinger. And then 5 is Dungeon Crawl, one of those. And then Scenario 6 is another boss, Fallen Monk. And then 7, and then finally 8 is the Mad King. So it alternates between Portal Crawl boss, Portal Crawl boss, Portal Crawl boss, and so on. Cool. Really cool. Was there anything else that came in the game that I happened to miss? I don't think so.
No idea.
All right, well, I think that's a good stopping point. Hopefully this helped you see what was in the box. Here's a quick look at the back of the box if you're interested. Like I said, this thing is really, it's huge. All right. So there you go, folks. That was Dice Throne Adventures unboxing. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vincent Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.